Hi everybody, today we are back with another unboxing video. These are from our adventure that we had in Greenbrier. We hit 3 different stores in Greenbrier. The first one we're bringing you is Fulton's Finest. And as you can see, this is our first item. It is a amber, what they call Gone with the Wind lamp, hurricane lamp, whatever you like to say. It has 3 light settings, of course, the night light, the top light, and then you can have both of them on at the same time. And we actually found this in a back booth. It was priced a little bit higher than I wanted, not enough meat on the bone, so to say. And as we were coming back around and finding our other finds, a lady came by and happened to kind of chat us up. And we told her about the lamp that we saw, but it was a little too high. And she said she owned it, and we struck a really good deal for it. So we got that. So let's dive right into what else we got from there. I got 2 things from there that I'm really excited about. This one, and this was more of Adam's find. I will credit it to him. I saw it first, just so everybody knows. You heard it here. I saw it first. And I said, just wait till you see this. But he's the one that wheeled and dealed and got it down to where we needed it. This next thing, though, of course, I found. And it was my favorite find outside of the lamp, only because, well, it's pink. This is an Anchor Hawking Miss America pink depression glass pitcher. See if y'all can see that a little bit up close. It's very beautiful. I already have a bunch of these pieces on my shop. Again, my shop is peddlerwagon.etsy.com. And so this was the perfect thing to add because I also have some, I always massacre the name, like Arsarock, like pink swirl optic dishes that has a picture, which I've already sold. But I didn't have a picture for the Miss America set. And so I found this along with, but wait, there's more. Cups. They had cups to go with them. I believe I only got 3. The cups are kind of a different color. This looks more like the deep like peachish color. Those dishes can either come in like pink or like peach kind of color. They kind of differ depending on, I think, when they were made, honestly. There's 2. And there is, wait for it, 3. So yes, that was my other favorite find, probably my ultimate favorite find of the day in that shop, only because, well, I already have a bunch of this. And if it doesn't sell, I get to keep it. But unfortunately, I've sold almost that whole set. They're obviously very collectible. I knew they'd sell really fast. That's another reason why, if you go onto my shop, again, peddlerwagon.etsy.com, make sure you're favoriting it, because by the time a lot of these videos come to you, a lot of these things may already be sold. So if you're favoriting my shop, you're getting notified every time I list something new, and you're also getting notified anytime we have sales, which I hold sales pretty regularly. So, all right, and on to the last thing. We only, I believe, got 3 things from that place. Is this beautiful, ornate silver tray. This is made by W.M. Rogers & Son. It is the Spring Flowers design. I did have a covered casserole dish like this, but I've already sold it. So, but yeah, I love this tray. It's really big, really heavy. I pick up silver anytime I can find it on a good deal. So I believe that is all we got at Fulton's Finest in Greenbrier. But even though it was only 3 things, it's a great, great find. On to the next thing. Do you want to do a close-up? All right, so on to the next place. The next place we went is called Mary's Nest Vintage Market and Cafe, I believe. I just call it Mary's Nest. And also, I kind of overheard her talking. It's named after her mother, which I thought was really cute. So let's move on. I think we only got like a couple of things from that place. So this is part of it. I'm pretty sure you can already kind of guess what it is. This is a mid-century, what they call a condiment caddy. So you would have like different kind of nuts or like olives or like different things like that that you would have on a bar to serve or on a table. Most of the time it was barware though, I believe, if I'm correct. I'm not quite sure the maker. And these are a dime a dozen. I hate to say it like that. They really are. But I have never found one at this good of a deal. Most of the time when I come across these, there's not a lot of wiggle. And this one was like a really good price. So I snagged it real quick. So mid-century is a really big deal right now. It does turn. A lot of people are loving the mid-century pieces. I like mid-century. I'm really getting into it. I still love my pink glass and depression glass, but I love mid-century pieces as well. All right. On to the next. Oh, yeah, because that piece of, never mind. Sorry, guys, I had another bag, and that's from the other two boxes. I got this Paula DPS Artworks Pineapple Purple Vase. I honestly got this because I already had a green one on my shop. And the funny thing is, I actually sold that Sunday, and it went out today. So, yes, I actually mailed off the green one today. What's today?
Yes, because we're going to be posting this later.
Oh, well, who cares? I did it on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, today, Monday. You're making me think what day it is. I sold it Sunday. I just mailed it today, Monday. Oh, he asked me crazy questions. I don't care what day it is now, do you? You just want to see the stuff. Duh. So anyway, I thought it was really cute. It's purple. It's DPS, Paula. It's vintage. It'll sell really fast. Only because, honestly, I think it sells just as much as green stuff. People love green, but who doesn't love purple? Well, especially us girls. All right. So that was it at Mary's Nest. The next place we're moving on to is probably my favorite place in Greenbrier, and it's the Copper Penny. And funny thing is we went to Mary's first. We went here last. And as you can see, Copper Penny is big. I had actually picked up at an auction that day, which we'll feature in the next video. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And when I went into Copper Penny, well, it just kind of happened. Because they had so many great deals. I love that place. That's probably my favorite place. Besides, there's another place called the Peddler's Market there. Arkansas Peddler's Market, I think is what it's called. I can't find deals there because most of the time it's priced right where it's at. But if you're ever in Greenbrier, check it out. It's an amazing place for antiques. A lot of cool things in that store. All right, so let's move on to Copper Penny stuff. This one I'm going to wait on because it has another piece with it, and I'm sure it's in the boxes. All right, I'm just going to set this on top. And I think this is actually the lid to the piece I just said had another piece to it. As you can see, number one. And if you've been watching my videos long enough, you can tell this is an Indiana glass diamond point lid. So let's see what it goes to. If I could do a drum roll, I would, but I will sound kind of crazy if I do, so I'm not going to do it. Ta-da! And I don't know if you can see this, guys, but this is not an ordinary Indiana, what they call compote, pedestal, urn, glass, diamond point dish, or whatever. This has green detail. There is green on the rim, and there is green on the bottom. So they made these in like a ruby flash and emerald flash. I would call this like an emerald flash. I have not come across any of the green in my hunting, so to speak. I have found plenty of ruby flash. I've found plenty of the clear ones, but this is my first green one. And I almost don't want to get rid of it because, well, I like green. Our daughter really loves green, and she would love this, but I've never seen one like this, so I think that's why I was so excited about it. All right. On to the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here now that I'm done with that. I've got paper everywhere, so y'all just bear with me. Oh, so this, I believe, is called a KIG Indonesian pressed glass bowl with hearts. I had a pink one not that long ago on the shop. Let me see. I think it says it on there. Yeah, I'm right. It's KIG. That's what I thought. It's KIG. I think this says Malaysia, though. Yeah, Malaysia. So I was wrong. It's not Indonesia, Malaysia. Or is Malaysia Indonesia? I don't know. I'm not very smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. So anyway, I bought this because these are very popular. These sell really well. It's a very sought after piece. And it was a really good deal. Like really, really good. So I snagged it up. All right. On to the next. Oh, yay, yes. So this is a Fostoria American Cubist pitcher, water pitcher or drink pitcher. I'm pretty sure. If not, it is a Indiana Glass Whitehall. And you may say, well, then how could it be? Because Fostoria and Indiana Glass both made similar products in this pattern. There is a trick, though. You have to count the seams. I'm not sure on a water pitcher how many seams, like with bowls and plates and little like relish dishes and things. With Fostoria, it is 3 seams. With Indiana Glass Whitehall, it is 4 seams. So this I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on just to make sure it is Fostoria. I really think it is. It just seems to have that feel to it. Fostoria is a lot heavier. And I'm just really excited because they had such a great deal on this. It does need to be cleaned up. It does have some doling to it. And I think maybe if I can get it in some good soapy water, I can get that shine back to it. So one of a good find. One of my greatest finds, I think, honestly. Only because it was so way underpriced. If it is Fostoria, they did not have it anywhere near what it's worth. All right. On to next. Let's see what we got here. It's been so long. Oh. So one. Okay, so this I'm going to do. This was a 4-piece set that I found and I came up on, and the price on it was amazing. And then when I got to the register, I found out it was on sale. So the price was amazing when I picked it up, but it was even more amazing when I checked out. So here we go. There is one. You cannot tell what this is. This is a refrigerator dish. This is Fire King. This is milk glass. 1. 2. 3. Oh, wait, there's more. And, oh, if I can get it out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 4. Look at these. These are beautiful. Beautiful, you guys. This stuff is so collectible. People are all about refrigerator dishes right now. I don't know what the big thing is. My mother-in-law even had one in her house the other day. We went over there, and I said, do you realize that that's worth money? She said, well, no, I didn't. I just like it to have my butter in. And I thought it was so cute because people nowadays, we don't really realize what all we're sitting on, especially in my generation, even because it's like, we're like, oh, that's an old Tupperware bowl that my mama had back when I was 3 years old. Well, guess what, girl? It's worth money. That Tupperware bowl is worth money now. So basically, anything you had when you were little, if you're my age, in your mama's house or your grandmama's house, you need to snag it and resell it if you can because it's worth money. So, yeah, this was one of my favorite pieces. Number 1, it's milk glass. Okay, so you've heard me before, and I'll say it again. Milk glass is really resellable. People love milk glass. It's really coming back. People are into that shabby chic, cottage core, country farmhouse vibe. But not only that, it's Fire King, which makes this oven safe, refrigerators. I mean, this stuff is great. And it's refrigerator glasses, you guys. Like this, I honestly think, unless I come up on some more stuff that I finally will remember having got there, this is probably one of my favorite finds that I got there. Only because the price was great when I got it. But then when I got to the register, yes. So there's that. All right. Let's move on. I'm talking a lot. He's giving me that look. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a piece to another piece. So I'm just going to put it here for right now. You didn't see that. Give me a second and I'll find the other piece here in a minute. All right. So let's get to the next box. This is kind of heavy, so y'all excuse my sign and all that stuff. All right. Okay, so this top piece, I was very excited about finding. I've never found one like this. This is a Jeanette glass gondola bowl. And you may say, okay, what's so special about it? Those are pretty popular. But these have handles. I have never seen one in my ventures or even online that have the handles. I didn't even know they made one. So, of course, I snagged it because it was unique. And it was a really good price, even if it had just been a regular gondola bowl or gondola bowl. But because it had the handles and was so unique, it's not got a lot of scratches. It does need to be cleaned. This I know is going to sell pretty fast, and it was really unique. I really like it. I hope it doesn't sell fast so I can look at it a little bit longer, but if it does, that's okay. That's what I'm in here for. So there's that. All right, on to the next. Oh, so this piece I will have to do some research on. It is a cake stand. I believe it's Indiana glass. I did a quick snap when I was in there because I have to now when I come across pieces I can't identify. Because if not, I end up with like Pioneer Woman and think it's a vintage and it's not, and I can't resell that. So I know that I'm pretty sure it's Indiana glass, but I'm not sure the pattern or anything like that. I don't think it's that old. I think it was from like, you know, more recent, like the 70s or 80s. But it's really pretty. Wedding season is coming up. And cake stands really resell really well. But especially here coming up, because we're in May now. I don't know when this will be posted because we've got a lot in front of it. But June is coming up, and June is wedding season. So these sell really well around that time of year. All right. Let's see what else we got. Y'all, this is like Christmas to me because I bought this stuff a couple weeks ago and it's just been sitting waiting for me to do this video. And I can't remember half the stuff I got. And I'm finding these. I just love it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is one of that word I told you about. Arsa rock. This one was made in USA though. This is not a French one. This is still valuable. I don't really know the whole background of why some are in the USA and why some are in France. I really can't tell you. I'll have to do some research on that. Again, that's another reason why you should be following my shop, because by the time you get to my shop, you kind of learn a little bit more about these products than in the videos, because sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. I've learned a lot since I've been doing this. But I have some of the small bowls that were made in France, and this one was made in USA, and I thought it would be perfect to go with those. But those are being looked at quite a bit. They're already in 3 carts on my shop. So hopefully by the time this video comes to you, if you like this and you want the whole set, you're able to get it. Because you might not be able to. So there's that. All right. Oh, this is the piece that this goes to. So this is one. Y'all see that? Then this is the second one. And it goes right, I thought I had a maker's mark on there, right there. So there's a little indent right there. It doesn't fit into it, but it fits on it very well. So this is what they call like a chip and dip set. This is depression glass. I can't remember the maker off the top of my head. I keep wanting to say Federal Glass, but I know this is not Federal Glass. I know it's not Federal Glass. So I'll have to do my research. One of those items you'll have to look up on my shop and get more information if you're interested in it and wanting to know more. But yeah, I love chip and dip sets. If you haven't learned that by now, I have kind of these things that I really, really like. And this one's unique because it doesn't have a holder. It's kind of more shallow. And this goes right here. Like this would be perfect for taco night, you guys, for like chips and dips, for like chips and salsa. Too cute. Perfect for like a party, perfect for a gathering, even perfect for a wedding. Like a lot of people are doing like a taco bar thing nowadays for their wedding, which I probably should have done for mine. But this would be a really cute thing because it's like really fancy looking. Don't get me wrong, really fancy looking for a wedding. But yeah, you can put chips and dip in there. Really cute, huh? I thought so anyway. All right. On to my next thing. I'm going to have to move some stuff around here, guys. Just bear with me. All right. Oh. This is one other thing that I got at a great price. Again, I've got to count the seams. This is either, once again, if you can remember, Fostoria or Indiana glass. I'm not quite sure which because I've got to kind of look at the seams. Let me see if I can see them off the top of my head. I'm almost certain that this is Fostoria, but I could be wrong. I think I'm seeing 4, so this may be Indiana glass. Either way, it is a footed cake plate. Cake plates, again, cake plates, cake stands are really hot. And not only that, this pattern is highly collectible, whether it be Indiana glass or Fostoria. I snagged this. It was a really good deal. I actually had an auction that I just was bidding on not that long ago, and I saw a crazy person literally pay $45 for one like this. $45, y'all. I ain't putting mine up there for $45. That's just crazy. So, I don't know who all watches my videos, but if you're the crazy person that bought that one for $45, you got ripped off. I'm just saying. On to the next thing. Oh, yes. One of my other great finds I was so happy about. Anybody who follows me and is on my shop knows I have the dish set to this. I have like plates and cups and cups and saucers and things like that. And this is a divided serving dish that goes with that set. So that's the reason I bought it, besides, of course, it being a good deal. So this I bought to add to that. I will be selling it separate from the set, only because it's kind of hard to add to it. I'd have to drag all of it back out and redo all the pictures. And this girl ain't doing that. So I'll just make a whole separate listing just for this. This is Indiana glass Tiara sandwich glass is what it's called. And this is the amber. They have it in pink, amber, and green. And this is the amber one. I'm almost running out of room because I've got so many plates. I knew I got a lot of plates when I went to Copper Penny, but I didn't realize exactly how many until I started unpacking them. All right. And then last but not least, I have another Indiana glass TR sandwich, but this one is the green. This is not a divided tray or plate, however you want to put it. This is the actual just regular serving plate that's pretty big. I got this because in a couple of weeks, maybe either next week or a couple of weeks, I'm going to be featuring a video that has a little bit more of this. I don't believe it's tiara. I believe what I have will be called the daisy pattern in green. But either way, people love this pattern, the sandwich pattern in tiara. And I'm sorry, it's not Indiana glass. It's actually tiara glass. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why I kept calling it Indiana glass. It's tiara glass, but this pattern is really, really collectible. And it was a really good deal along with that one. So, of course, I snagged it. And they sell really well. I don't know what it is about serving platters and, like, you know, cake stands and things like that, but people just seem to love them. I can't keep them long on the shop. So, again, my shop is arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to this channel so that I can bring you more great videos and previews of things. And also make sure you're going on to Etsy and favoriting my shop so that you're alerted to when these are listed and to also be notified whenever I have sales. So I guess until I catch you again on the next week's episode of, I guess, Unboxing with Kristina, I'll catch you on the flip.